Independent Senator Gerard Craughwell has insisted the plans to contest the presidential election next year. Whether Michael D. Higgins decides to run for a second term or not, talking to 92 News, he explained why presidential election is important for Ireland and democracy. Let's have a look.
Yes, we are here right now with Senator Gerard, and he is willing to contest for the next presidential election in Ireland. The presidential election is kind of controversial right now in Ireland, so we'll ask Senator what is the controversial stuff here and what is going on. Senator.
Hi, good evening to you and good evening to your viewers. Yes, the President is due to finish his first term in office at the end of this year, somewhere between October and November. And it is my belief that there should be an election for the second term. Now, there is some question as to whether the President wants a second term or not, and he's perfectly entitled to nominate himself for that term. However, he did say when he ran for election that he would not seek a second term. There's some suggestion here that the people in the political parties would rather not have an election, but it's my view democracy is hard won, and as such elections for every political post should happen.
But do you think you have enough TDs or senators along with you? They will nominate you for the election?
Yeah, you raise a very interesting point. It takes 20 senators and or TDs to get a nomination in order to be able to run for the election. There is an alternative route, and the alternative route is to get the backing of 4 city or county councils, and I believe I will get the nomination, whether I get it in here in Leinster House, which I think I have every chance of getting, or through the city and county councillors. I don't see the nomination as an issue. There are enough democratically minded people around to make sure there is an election.
Do you think any more strong candidates will come forward for this election?
I have no doubt they will. People tend to stand back. We sort of, unlike the American system where, for example, the presidency is discussed from the end of the second year, in this country we tend to sit back and not discuss it, which means effectively if we haven't discussed it coming up to the time when the president makes up his mind to whether he'll renominate himself or not, we may have too little time left to mount a campaign. So there is only 10 months, and 10 months is a very short time in politics.
So do you think you will give them a hard hit to President office or Michael D. Higgins to convince them to go for election for the next term?
I think the President is very much his own man. I don't think he will be forced to jump one way or the other just because I've entered the ring. I think the President will make up his own mind. It's my own personal belief. He has had a tremendous